Hey guys, what's going on? Bringing you guys a Dino Rabbit duel here between me and me playing Dino Rabbits up against a player playing Gishkis. Now I'm not going to show game one because game one I turn one auto scooped. Literally I saw him search for the ritual card and then I saw him search for a ritual monster and I was just like GG. After I looked at my hand, no way I was playing that. So I'm going to show you guys game 2 and 3. So here's game 2. So the guy I faced was not chose CG or not OCG or something, I don't know. So here we go. If this would load. Okay, there we go. So he opens up with a Dust Tornado, a Salvage, Torrential, MST, as well as Gishki Aerial. I open up with Effect Veiler, Sabersaurus, Max C, Jirak Guaiba, as well as Dimensional Prison. So I do draw into that tour guide. All I do is just, I set the Sabersaurus, I set the Deep Prison. I don't really have a strong enough move. I don't want to go Tour Guide and end up wasting it unnecessarily. I don't want to throw out the Guaiba because the Guaiba might come in handy, and the hand traps will definitely come in handy up against them, which I lacked game 1. So he goes MST and he hits my Deep Prison, unfortunately, and then he just double sets. So he sets the Dust Tornado as well as the Gishki Aerial. So I draw into another Sabersaurus, but this time around, I'm just going to throw out my Guaiba. To my knowledge of Gishkis, I don't know anything about Gishki Aerial, so I didn't think it was going to be that big of a defender. So I just summoned the Guaiba, attack with the Guaiba. Unfortunately, it backfires and he grabs a Shadow. And then I just go for a Dolka at this point. Dolka's going to help me if he wants to do some searching or whatever, or if I ever have to fight Gishki Aerial again. Definitely Dolka is going to come in handy. So he draws into, what is that? Oh no, dang it. I didn't see what he put back. Gishki Amelia. There we go. And he draws into Aqua Mirror Cycle, as well as another Gishki Shadow. He sets an MST, as well as a Torrential Tribute. Tries to activate the effect. I negate. And then he sets that Aqua Mirror Cycle. And I draw into Solemn Warning, Summon. I get Torrentialed, unfortunately, then I get MST'd, and it's just sad times all around. So you go Salvage, and he sets a Gishki Aerial once again. I go Tour Guide, go for that Zen Mains play, just kind of just defending myself at this point. Then he goes for that Gishki Shadow, grabs the Ritual, goes for Aerial, I Veiler, and he summons Gishki Chain and ends. I summon Guaiba. And at this point, I'm so scared of an Aqua Mirror being thrown down. So I just summon the Guaiba, and I'm going to attack Aerial, which allows me to special summon another Guaiba. And I'm just going to go for a Logia, actually. And he goes Vision Gishki, and that sucks. Now I'm just like, man, should have gone for that. Should have gone for that Dolka, but oh well. So my turn now. So I end up just going for the double attack here. And he takes the 24, so now he's at 4,900. And I set my Fiendish Chain, he activates Dust Tornado. And he just has so much back row destruction, I can't fight it. So he goes Moray of Greed, and he sets a Mirror Force as well as a Forbidden Lance. On my end, I draw into a Lance. I go for the attack. He flips over Mirror Force. I'm actually just going to Lance and not negate with Logia because I'm saving Logia for the Gishki Aqua Mirror, and at the same time Zen Mains will lose a material, so that way I'm able to destroy another card on his field. So 1500, then 16, now he's at 1800. Zen Mains destroys that, he chains the Lance for some reason. And he starts and he sets another Mirror Force. Well, he's going to go Salvage first because he's a cool kid. And I'm just going to negate the Aqua Mirror at this point. Yeah, so he plays that Zeal Gigas thing. And he goes Aqua Mirror Cycle. Tries to do more shenanigans. Sets a Mirror Force and ends. I draw into Chain Energy. This is actually such an underrated card. It's amazing. So here I'm just going to go for the straight up attack. He goes Mirror Force. He takes a 1500. I set Max C because I need something to destroy with Zen Mains at the end phase. And then I'm going to go Chain Energy. Now he literally cannot activate, he cannot set, he cannot do anything because he's at 300 life points. So Zen Mains pops the Max C, and he draws into Vision Gishki, and the replay ends here because he does end up surrendering. So we do tie it up. We're 1-1. He won game 1, I won game 2. So now we're going to go into game 3. So here, I open up with Blackluster Soldier, Envoy of the Beginning, as well as Forbidden Lance, Thunder King Ryo, Rescue Rabbit, as well as an Effect Veiler. He opens up with Gishki Abyss, Gishki Chain, Gishki Abyss, Gishki Beast, and a Mirror Force. So he goes Vision Gishki, blah blah blah, summons the Abyss, I Veiler, and then he sets the Mirror Force and ends. So at this point, I really want to establish my T-King because it's going to help tremendously. So I do draw into that Max C, summon the T-King, attack. Obviously I'm going to Lance because T-King is just too good up against this guy. But unfortunately for me, his next card is an Aqua Mirror anyways, and he does go for that Aqua Mirror play. I go Max C. I draw into a Chain Energy again. Oh, it's honestly too OP. Honestly, like, it's just such an underrated card. So he tries to activate Zeal Gigas effect, and he draws into a Moray of Greed, and he attacks my T-King, and that's all she wrote. At this point in time, I just really want to get rid of the Gigas. Like, I don't really care at that point. So on my turn, I draw into Sabersaurus, I go Rabbit. Rabbit brings out double Sabersaurus. I go for Mace Stroke. I'm going to crash it. And then I'm going to go Blackluster Soldier, banish it. Then I'm going to go Chain Energy. And at this point, he drew into Evagishki Levianima or something. And the replay ends here because he does end up surrendering. So his next card would have actually been Gishki Amelia, which if he does plan on setting it, can he actually? Cannot be special summon. This card returns to the hand during the end phase of this turn. It is normal summon or flip face up. Okay, so yeah. So if he does end up setting it, that's also minus 500 points on him. Moray of Greed is not going to do anything unless he uses Moray of Greed to shuffle those two back, and who knows what he would have got at that point. My next card would have been a Dimensional Prison. So, you know, fun times all around. So there you guys go. Dino Rabbits up against Gishki. Later.